Welcome to my talk titled Psychobiotics Small Bugs, Mighty Mood Modifiers. I'm willing to bet that everyone here has heard of the term probiotics and very likely have taken them in a quest to improve health. The probiotic market is massive at $77.12 billion with an expected annual growth rate of 14% between now and 2030. Today, I want to tell you about how probiotics might have the ability to cure depression in the form of what we are calling psychobiotics, which are probiotics with the sole purpose of having a positive effect on mental health. Let's start with some quick facts about depression. Here in the US, it is estimated that 3 out of 10 adults have been diagnosed with depression at some point in their life. That means that of the 360 million adults in our country, 108 million have been diagnosed with depression. Women and young adults are more likely to experience depression, and depression is the leading cause of disability both in the United States and worldwide, and is estimated to cost employers around $100 billion annually. According to the American Psychiatric Association, risk factors for developing depression include alterations biochemically, specifically in the brain, and specifically certain neurotransmitters such as serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine. It is known that genetics and personality also play a role in whether a person will develop depression and can affect the severity of the symptoms. Finally, no surprise here, but the environment can affect a person's risk for depression as well. Just about all of these risk factors have a link to the gut microbiome. In order to understand how psychobiotics could cure depression, we need to understand a bit about the human gut microbiome. The gut microbiome is made up of millions of microbes that reside in our gastrointestinal tract. There have been more than 50 bacterial phyla detected, but the main players are Bacteroidetes and Firmicutes. Humans harbor more than 1,000 microbial species in their gut. Functions of the gut microbiome include metabolism and production of macromolecules, vitamins, providing immune support, and competing with pathogens for nutrients. Our gut bacteria also produce important metabolites that we use for normal functions. Many connections between the gut microbiota and diseases have been identified, including IBS, IBD, type 2 diabetes, and obesity, as well as anxiety, and, you guessed it, depression. So, how is depression connected to the gut? Some of the big players in our gut, Bifidobacterium and Lactobacillus, have been found to be depleted in the gut of people with depression. One study found several bacterial genera associated with depression, most of which are involved in butyrate, glutamate, serotonin, and GABA synthesis. Glutamate is a neurotransmitter known to be involved in mood regulation. Low levels of GABA have been linked to depression and mood disorders. Sodium butyrate has been shown to have antidepressant effects on depression in animal models. Bifidobacterium longum produces a neurotransmitter called homovanillic acid. This neurotransmitter is capable of exerting antidepressant effects on the brain and results in a reduction of depression symptoms. All right, so we know that certain bacterial strains in our gut are involved with depression, so wouldn't it stand to reason that through use of ingesting a carefully and personally curated cocktail of bacteria specific to a patient might return their gut back to its healthy state and reduce depression symptoms? This is where psychobiotics come in. In one clinical trial, some depressed patients were administered a certain strain of bifidobacterium for 4 weeks and experienced a reduction in depression symptoms. Another trial tested Lactobacillus plantarum and found that after 3 weeks, students saw a reduction in their depression or anxiety symptoms. Currently, both bifidobacterium and lactobacillus are the most studied for their impact on depression. And it's important to note that these effects are strain specific. Not just any old lactobacillus will do. But as we study the microbiome and begin to understand better how the microorganisms interact with us and with each other, new avenues for utilizing these microbes will certainly open up and make the field of psychobiotics even more broad and hopefully more effective as a cure for depression. Thank you for listening to my talk. I hope you enjoyed it.